Hey guys, Jay here. This is smarthelping.com. We're working with Google Scripts, and another thing I run into with clients is they want to have a system where they hit input, they can do a trigger, hit a button, and it takes this data here in the field. And this could be calculated data with formulas, it could be hard coded, it could be data from drop downs, whatever. They want to hit a button and make this data go into a database. The reason why they want it like that is because I've seen people where they don't want the user who's doing the data entry to mess with the actual database. They only want them to be able to select in fields here, hit a button, and that's it. They don't want them with all this database with all the other info. So how do you do that? Well, we want the script in Google Sheets to copy these and then paste in the next open row here in these fields every time. And we want to do it with a button press. So I found Google, if you know a little bit about scripting, you could do a lot with Chat GPT. So I'm in Chat GPT here. Um, Let me do a search. I'll just say um, Google script to copy data from a range, a column range, and paste it to a transposed row, transposed, and paste it transposed in the next open row of a different tab. So we give Google the information. ChatGPT is pretty cool for stuff like this. Again, I'll still have to know, I'm gonna have to do some adjustments to the code once I get it, but this is really great. Like this is awesome. Because my main focus, I do a lot of financial modeling and spreadsheet work. I don't do a ton of code, scripting, programming languages. That's not where I'm an expert, but I can kind of stumble my way through it if I have to. But let's just look at this here. So it's walking me through everything. Now this, let's see if this works. It seems, okay, so we copy this, copy, go to our script here, extensions, app scripts. I already had some code in here to list the names of all the tabs in the spreadsheet with different time triggers, but we're not worried about that right now. All right, so we'll paste this. So let's look through this. So transpose paste, specify the source sheet and range. So the source sheet is going to be sheet 1. So we just put sheet 1 here. Okay, and then the range is going to be, we want D6 to D10. So we'll change this to D6 to D10. Okay, target sheet will be sheet 3. So it's just this other tab over here. Okay, so we go sheet 3 on this one. All right, get values from source range, transpose values here, last row target sheet, last row +1. So you can just read through kind of what's going on. It looks like it's working right. Um, Transpose array. All right, let's save it. Okay, and now we got to create a real quick button. So we'll just do insert drawing. We'll do enter as the name. Just make it, center it, put it bold, make it a little bigger, make it dark gray with a black border. Okay, whatever, that's fine. You can adjust it on here too. It's not super centered, but so now when I click this, it should take this data here, remove all formatting, and just put it in here. So let's try it. So enter. Oh wait, sorry, I got to assign the script. It doesn't know. So this is we're calling the function transpose paste. So we want to say, okay, button. We want to assign you the script transpose paste. You don't have to put the little brackets at the end, I don't think. There we go. Okay, it only took one. it only took the first, so that is not great. Let's see what went wrong. Okay, it's only taking the first row. Let me go back in the script and see if I did something wrong. We want to take D6 to D10. D6 to D10. Sheet 3. Source range, values, transpose. I'm trying to see if I missed entry here. So source range D6 to 10. Let's go to our notes here. What do they say? So it only took one, only column A. So let's see why. Now see, this is where, let's see Chat GPT. The above code only took the first value and transposed it, but forgot the other columns. Why is that? Transpose function is implemented in the provided script. The initial implementation of the transpose function was designed under the assumption that it would be dealing with a 2D array representing a range of rows and columns, which is exactly correct for your case. Transmit a single column's value into a row. Okay. Transpose all values from the specified range into a row. Okay, let's try this. And this is kind of how it goes using ChatGPT. It's like trial and error, but still way faster than me trying to learn this on my own and just do it. If I don't, this is obviously not my expertise. It's just, I have to deal with this sometimes with different things. Let's try this again. So source sheet, sheet 1. I don't know if this is going to work. D6 to D10. This is fun though to learn. It's always good to learn stuff like this. Prove your value. Sheet 3. Okay. Single column. We can simply use flatten the 2D array to a 1D array and wrap it into another array. Okay, I don't know what in the world it's doing here, but we're going to see if this works. It's called transpose paste, so I think it still works. It's the same name. Whoop. Transpose paste. Okay. Hey, there we go. Okay, it worked. Let me clear this out, try it again. So we got data here, enter. Okay, boom. And there we have it. And if we center this, let's see if it keeps that formatting. It does. Perfect. So it keeps the source formatting. That's really nice. It doesn't take any of the, oh, it keeps the, whatever format you define in the column, it doesn't take the formatting here. And we've got formulas here. You could have drop downs. You could have anything. Like if I put in a drop down of something, let's say this is a list of, let's say it's a range from this. Let's just, for fun, just put this here. Okay. There, pick something, enter. Now you got test 2, just the text. Not the formulas or the blue text that was on these two or anything. So this is pretty cool. You can do this for all kinds of use cases. Again, you enter. You could also have it, I've done it where you can enter. It enters the data here, and then it goes back and clears out each of the input fields so that they're blank to start, which is kind of useful if you're doing a lot of data entry. I'm not going to do that right now because it takes a bit more work with Chat GPT, but it's possible to do that. But I don't want to stumble. I don't want to stumble through that right now, I don't think. I don't have the time. But it is possible. It's a kind of nice feature. But there's a lot you can do within this kind of context. And then some other stuff I was doing, if you were curious, is I did a script earlier that pulled the sheet names, the tab names from the workbook and listed them in a column in it. And I was updating that function every 12 hours, or you could also have it update. So I was talking about triggers, which if you wanted a trigger to run, let's say I wanted this to be entered. I don't know what situation you need it for this exact thing, but let's say you wanted to run the transpose paste function every 12 hours. You could go to the little triggers button here, the clock, and simply add a trigger bottom right, select your function. There's only one here, and you can make it time driven, and you could do it, select weekly, daily, hourly. It could be every 2 hours, 4, 6, 8, 12, or whatever. Or let's say it was from the spreadsheet, and you could do it every time the spreadsheet's open, it would run that function, or every time anything was edited or changed. So there's a lot of cool stuff. Easy, like this is not too difficult once you just know it's there. You can use this stuff in app scripts pretty easily. So triggers, um, and your editors here with the code. All right, well that's all I got for you today. You can check out more of my main work is in financial modeling and spreadsheet work. I do a lot of Google Sheet and Excel work with financial modeling, a little bit of data analysis, a little bit of infrastructure stuff and frameworks. That's where you see the scripting come into play. Not a ton of that. Mostly, obviously, is financial models, as you know, if you know the channel. And I build financial models for all kinds of industries. You can check them out here. There's hundreds of things I've done. A lot of finance knowledge in all these spreadsheets. Very difficult logic to know, and really good to validate your own startup business, the economics of it. Forgot all kinds of different things here uh, to help all kinds of different businesses. You can buy the whole library for $9.99, or you could buy individual templates for 45 bucks. Some are 75, some are 125. You can also hire me for work at 195 an hour. And I've just started a new program called Smart Helping Plus, where I will allow you to subscribe to ongoing work that I do for clients. Now, what that means is if I build a spreadsheet for a client from scratch, or if I modify an existing Smart Helping template for a client, I'm only working with my own work here. I usually don't post those templates into the public view, like they won't be available anywhere else. But I've done a system where you can actually get all that work that I do ongoing, the up, modified models or models from scratch or whatever they might be. I'm going to keep them updated in a file that you can access whenever you want if you subscribe to this thing here. So this is a new experiment. We'll see how it goes. There's already a bunch of stuff in here. I've just started adding to April. It is a $199 initial flat fee to gain access, and then $39.99 a month. The $199 fee is there because initially you're going to get a ton of spreadsheets, especially as this grows. So it's only fair, otherwise you could pay 40 bucks and eventually there's going to be hundreds of sheets in here, and it's just not, it doesn't make economic sense for me to give all that away for just the subscription. So it's just a little bit of a paywall, one-time fee to start, and then a $39.99 to get constant access to all of this stuff. And I say this work here is probably a couple months worth. So you get like maybe 2 to 4 new ones a month, maybe more. It just depends on how busy I am. And this is spreadsheet work that you will not be able to buy anywhere else on the site or get anywhere else. Alrighty. Well, that's all I got for you. And like and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.